Hi, it's Mrs. Sanford again, and I have some more cards here that will help us work on the sh sound. Now, do you see my lips when I say sh? They're nice and round. And my tongue is behind my teeth, but pushed back just a little bit. Shh, shh. Yeah, that's the sound we say when we want something to be quiet. So you can practice doing that just to get yourself warmed up. Shh, shh. Now, the thing about this sound is it's tricky. Sometimes our air goes out the sides, and it kind of sounds like there's spit there. We're going to try to keep it through the middle. Shh. And also, our tongue stays down, especially the back of the tongue, until it gets to the very tip that will go up. So the back of the tongue stays down, the tip goes up. Shh, shh, shh. Very good. So we're not going to say shh in these words. All right, so let's get to these words. The first word is squash. Now, the first three sounds are really tricky. Give it a try. See if you can do sk in one word as a blend. Try it. But what I really want you to focus on is the sh sound. So it's not squash and it's not squash. It's squash. Try that for me. Have your helper give you feedback. Are you getting it just right? I really hope so. All right, then our next thing is a bush. Let's practice saying bush. Bush. Good, you practice it some more. Right through the middle, please, and keep that back of your tongue down. Just the tip should go up. Yep, and this is a special kind of bush. It's a rose bush. Try that too. Yes, good. Great. Now this is nail polish. If it's tricky to say a 3-beat word with your sh sound, it's okay to just say polish. Polish. Good. And here we have a paintbrush. Good, practice that word. Yeah, get it just right. Now here we have something that you may or may not eat. It's called a radish. Try that one for me. Good. Listen to your helper. If your helper wants to press pause and have you try that word a couple of times, that is a great idea. But I think you're ready to hear one of my goofy stories. All right. There once was a squash. This one right here, his name is Josh. Josh the squash really loved to visit a rose bush. Josh wished that he looked like a rose so he could live in the rose bush. So what Josh decided to do was get some nail polish and try to paint himself so he didn't look like a squash anymore. And he wanted to look like a rose from the rose bush. So Josh tried with that little brush that comes with the nail polish, that one right there, and it was taking forever. So he got out a paintbrush, and that went much faster. Here's the thing though. Josh was hard and he was kind of circular or round, so it really didn't look like a rose because he didn't have petals. Instead, he looked like a radish. But that was okay because he just sat at the bottom of the rose bush and it was cool. And he learned that a squash, a radish, whatever vegetable was welcome just to hang out at the rose bush. All right, are you ready to answer some questions about our story? All right, remember, the name of the character was Josh. So what was Josh? Did you say a squash? Good job. Practice that. I know it has a lot of sounds in it, but really practice the last one. Squash. And some friends, it really helps to take a little tiny pause. I'll go like this, like a pause, and then say the sh. So, squash. Good. Press pause. Practice for as long as you need. All right, so Josh the squash really liked to visit the rose bush, right? So let's practice saying the rose bush. I forgot to make it into a question. My bad. So the rose bush is right here. Let's practice that. Through the middle, please. Rose bush. Now, if you need to take a swallow And if you need to think about your push and not make it too hard, this is a great time to press pause and just work on it. Rose bush. And that time I took a little break too, so both work together. All right, back to questioning. I'll remember this time. Josh was a squash and he wanted to look like a rose, right? What did he use to try to look more like a rose from the rose bush? Did you say nail polish? You are right. Let's practice putting a little pause in there. Nail polish. There's a little tiny pause. Maybe that helps you get it through the middle. Maybe it helps you put your tongue where it needs to go. Let's try it again. Nail polish. And you notice that I kind of do it at one pitch and I kind of sing it sound by sound. That's good to get it going, but later you might want to sound more natural. So you might want to try it like this. Nail polish. All right, the nail polish brush was just too small. So Josh, the squash, used something else. Do you remember what it was? Did you say paintbrush? Yes, you are right. Let's hear it. Paintbrush. There's a little tiny pause there. Paintbrush. And remember, it's always good to swallow if you feel like your sound is slushy. Paintbrush. We don't want your sounds to slosh. That means you can hear the spit. All right, so Josh, the squash, painted himself with some nail polish and a paintbrush, but he didn't look like a rose, did he? He ended up looking more like what? Did you say radish? Very good. Let's hear you say radish. Swallow if you need to. Don't push too hard. Radish. Don't forget, you can take a little pause if you need to. Radish. All right. You are doing a great job. See you next time.